कृष्णा हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा माता जी। थैंक यू माता जी, धन्यवाद प्रणाम।
Hare Krishna, Anjali Mataji. Thank you for the very beautiful Bhagavad Gita recitation. Hare Krishna. वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्येव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवसादि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। अनंत कोटि वैष्णवृंद की जय। नामाचार्य दास ठाकुर जी की जय। Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Hare Krishna, dear devotees, I welcome you all to Bhakti Sangha Japa conference call for today's mid-morning session. Thank you all so much for joining. This is Shivani from Asheville, Virginia. Let us move to the next part of the session. Today's class will be given by Her Grace Kirtida Sundari Mataji on the topic of Sri Giriraj Govardhana Parikrama, Day 1. May I know who will have joined this morning?
Hare Krishna Mataji, Dandavat Pranam, Glories to Srila Prabhupada, Guru Maharajas and all the assembled Vaishnavas. This is Kirtida Sundari Dasi. Thank you Anjali Mataji for the very nice recitation, and thank you Shivani Mataji for your services.
Hare Krishna. Please accept my humble obeisances. Kirtida Sundari Mataji. Thank you for giving me this opportunity to serve you all. All glories to your services. Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Guru and Garanga ki jai. Welcome to the call, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, dear Shivani Mataji. Please accept my humble obeisances. Jai Shri Prabhupada. This is Preeti Vilasni Devi Dasi from Atlanta, Georgia. Thank you, Anjali Mataji, for that very nice recitation of the Bhagavad Gita. And thank you, dear Shivani Mataji, for your warm introduction. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Preeti Vilasni Mataji. Please accept my humble obeisances. Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Guru and Garanga ki jai. Thank you for giving me this opportunity to serve you all. All glories to your services, Mataji. Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Guru and Garanga ki jai. Welcome to the call. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji, and with Pranam, all glories to Srila Prabhupada. This is Neetu from Baltimore.
Hare Krishna, Neetu Mataji. Please accept my humble obeisances. Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Guru and Garanga ki jai. Thank you so much for joining every single day on regular basis, Mataji. Welcome to the call. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Shivani Mata ji, Dandavat Pranam to you and all Vaishnava. Srila Prabhupada, Srila Gurudev ki jai, Vrinda from Atlanta.
Hare Krishna, Vrinda Gopika Mataji. Please accept my humble obeisances. Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Guru and Garanga ki jai. Thank you so much for joining and giving me a sweet association this morning. Welcome to the call. Hare Krishna.
Oh, mixed state, put it with the mixed state that we will, what you want to do.
Anybody
Hare
else?
Krishna Mataji and all the devotees. Sudhakar joining from.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, please accept my humble obeisances. Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Guru and Garanga ki jai. Thank you so much for joining, giving a beautiful association. Welcome to the call. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, dear devotees. I would like to start by sharing a quote by Srila Prabhupada ji. Renunciation is required, but when one makes further progress after renunciation towards spiritual life and enters into the pastime of Krishna, then things become perfect. Letter to Kapila Dev, October 24th, 1969, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Hare Krishna, dear devotees. Today we are very fortunate to have Her Grace Kirtida Sundari Mataji to enlighten us on the topic of Sri Giriraj Govardhana Parikrama, Day 1. Hare Krishna, please accept my humble obeisances, Kirtida Sundari Mataji. Thank you for giving us your valuable time and your sweet association this morning. Very happy to have you on the call and waiting eagerly to hear from you. Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Guru and Garanga ki jai. And now I hand over the call to you. Please take over, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. I'm sorry, I was on mute. So, Shivani Mataji, should I start?
Yes, please,
Yes.
Mataji, go ahead.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I was on some call and I muted myself. Sorry about that. Thank you, dear devotees. Thank you, Shivani Mataji, and thank you, dear devotees, for joining us. Thank you for your wonderful association. So we will start with our session. Today, it's Kartik month, and most of us didn't have this fortune to physically go to Sri Vrindavan Dham to do Giriraj Parikrama. But by the mercy of Srila Prabhupada, Prabhupada says that Manas Puja is also equivalent. So today virtually we'll do Govardhana Parikrama. So for next 3 Fridays, we all know that we are been relishing the katha of Andal by Sri Haridas Varya Prabhu. So he won't be available for next 3 Fridays. So instead we will be doing this Giriraj Govardhana Parikrama. And yes, it has to be done on one single day, but we'll be going very slow and we will try to cover in 3 sessions. So yes, Haridas Varya Prabhu is not there, but we glorify the real Haridas Varya, who is none other than Shri Giriraj. So we'll start, but before that, we'll offer our prayers of Mangalacharan and then we'll continue. Om Ajnanatimirandhasya Jnananjana-shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Gurum Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunatham Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padam Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakham Vitamscha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namastute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Shirade Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhu vaevacha patitanam bhavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swaminiti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivas Adi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Guruve Gaurachandraya Radhikaya Tadalaya Krishnaya Krishna Bhaktaya Tad Bhaktaya Namo Namaha Anand Leelamaya Vigrahaya Hema Bhadivya Chavi Sundaraya Tasmai Mahaprema Rasa Pradaya Chaitanya Chandraya Namo Namaste Chaitanya Chandraya Namo Namaste Chaitanya Chandraya Namo Namaste Mukam karoti vācālum pangum langāyate girim yatkripahatam ham vande Shri Guru Dīnatarinam Paramananda Madhavam Shri Krishna Chaitanya Ishwaram. Hare Krishna, dear devotees, thank you once again for your very, very kind association. I really seek all of your blessings and prayers so that I can say something relevant to this subject matter. In purification of myself, in glorification of Shri Giriraj, and taking all of you along with this on this Giriraj Govardhana Parikrama. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhu vaevacha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrindi ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, all the assembled Vaishnavas ki jai. So, Shri Giriraj Govardhan Parikrama, today is day 1. So, we all know that actually Giriraj Govardhan is unlimited. In real Golok Vrindavan, in the spiritual world, his length and breadth, his measurement, it's all exceed the boundaries of all our mundane imagination that we can have. So Giriraj is unlimited. But when he comes to this material world, we will see that why he comes, how he comes, and of course, then he is limited to certain extent. So one of the name of Shri Giriraj Govardhan is Shatashriga. Shatashriga means one who has 100 peaks. Right? And Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami in his Govind Lilamrita, actually he mentions that this Giriraj Govardhan it resembles like a peacock. So when we see Girirajji in Vraj, where he's present now, he is in the shape of a peacock, where Shri Radhakund and Shyamkund are considered the two eyes of that peacock. And there is a place known as Puchri, which is considered to be the tail of peacock. So this is how Shri Giriraj Govardhan is in the form of a peacock with the beak of that peacock entering inside. Okay, this is how the peacock shape is Giriraj's. And that Puchri is actually the middle part, means Giriraj Govardhan, you do Parikrama, you go from one side, you come to Puchri, and that is the one side of Govardhan. And then you come back and then you end where you started. So this is how, and of course, Srila Raghunath Das Goswami, he also calls Giriraj Govardhan as the Tilaka mark on the forehead of Raja. So Garga Samhita actually mentions this, that when Sri Krishna was getting ready to appear on earth, it has been described that 2 million years before Krishna's advent happened in this material world, there were a lot of preparations that were made in the spiritual world. So even what kind of grass will go, what kind of trees will go, what animals will go, who will take the form of grass, animal, everything was pre-decided. Of course, Shri Krishna, Swayam Bhagavan Shri Krishna is ready to advent on this material world. So definitely all these kinds of preparations are much needed. Like we see the example when one president of one country goes to another country, so many preparations are needed. And then president also comes with his own entourage and the entire hotel is booked for that president and lot of arrangements are made. So this is just a president of this mortal world. But here we are talking about Lord Shri Krishna, who is Swayam Bhagavan when he is coming. So definitely all preparations were made. So what happened is when Krishna decided, so he went to Srimati Radharani and he requested her that you also please accompany me in this Bhauma Leela. And she said, of course I will, but I'll not be happy in the place where there is no Vrindavan, there is no Yamuna, there is no Govardhan hill. So the Lord said, don't worry, this entire Vrindavan of the spiritual world will be manifested on earth. So the portion of that spiritual world of Goloka Vrindavan came on earth in Bhauma Vrindavan. So, and Govardhan also he also was planned to come to Vraja, but immediately he didn't appear in Vraja. He appeared as the son of Mount Drona, and it is on the west of Bharatvarsha in Shalmali Dvipa. So there, as the son of Drona, Giriraj Govardhan, he appeared. And then one day what happened, we all know this pastime, but we'll just quickly go through. That Pulatsya Rishi, he was traveling through this Shalamali Deepa and he saw the beauty of Shri Giriraj Govardhan and he became so attractive. And he decided to take the mountain back to Kashi. He was from Varanasi. And he said that, oh, I want to go where Lord Shiva is worshipped because there are no much mountains in Kashi. And the sage thought that I will go, I'll take this Govardhan, I'll sit on Govardhan and perform all my austerities there. So in order to take Giriraj Govardhan along with him, he approached Giriraj Govardhan's father, Drona. And so first of all, because he begged for his son as in charity. So definitely Drona was not happy, but he could not refuse, because if the sage has come to ask for charity, how can he refuse? Because he was also fearful that if I refuse, then the sage might curse him. So he was very hesitant, but ultimately he has to send his son along with Pulatse Rishi. But Giriraj was not happy, and so he agreed to go with Pulatse Rishi only on one condition, that wherever Pulatse Rishi, like while taking from that Dvipa to Bharatvarsha in Kashi, while he's been taking him, and if somewhere Pulatse Rishi, he set him down, then he would stay there permanently. So Pulatse Rishi agreed, and finally, through the sky mark, he was lifting Govardhan Hill on his right hand, and he began the journey. Now, as soon as they came to Bharatvarsha, and especially they were crossing Vrindavan, Vraja, at that time, Govardhan remembered, and he understood that now this is the time when I have to remain here only, because my Lord will soon appear in Vrindavan, and he will walk on my body. He will play in my caves. He will play with his cows, with his friends. And I want to be the witness as well as the place where Krishna can perform his pastimes. So he orchestrated a plan, and with that, what happened, he became heavier and heavier, that Pulatse Rishi was unable to hold him. He became so exhausted, and he immediately forgot the agreement, the condition on which he was carrying Govardhanji. So finally, with the will of the providence, he got a nature's call. So he set Giriraj Govardhan in Vrindavan only, and then finally he answered his nature call, he bathed, and he came back to Govardhan too, so that they can resume their journey to Kashi. But as he tried to lift, he was not able to budge even an inch of Shri Giriraj Govardhan. And then Girirajji reminded him that this was the agreement, if you remember. The sage, he became very frustrated. He said, that's not right. This is not what I desired. And finally, he cursed Giriraj Govardhan that he will sink into the ground by the size of one mustard seed a day. So at that time, when he was carrying Girirajji was 2 yojana, 16 miles high. 1 yojana is around 8 miles. So he was 16 miles, 2 yojanas high. But today, when we see Girirajji, and he's simply 80 feet tall to his highest point. So that's how the curse is coming effective. And we all know that as this Kali Yuga progress, definitely Giriraj also will wind up his pastime and will go to the spiritual world. So today what we will do is we will circumambulate Shri Giriraj Govardhan. This is a walk of 7 kosas, around 21 kilometers. In Hindi, we say Saat Kos ki Parikrama, right? So the Saat Kos means around 21 kilometers is the Parikrama of Shri Girirajji. So there is another Parikrama. This is the Parikrama, the internal Parikrama. But we have an external Parikrama, the outer Parikrama of Govardhan Hill, which is twice as long as this 7 kosas, means it is 14 kosas, or you can say it is 42 kilometers. And it is little farther from the hill. So actually, you know that when Srila Sanatana Goswami used to perform his Parikrama as his daily sadhana, he used to do this outer Parikrama, so which is around 14 kosas. And even the Nand Maharaj and Vrajvasis, when they performed their first Giriraj Puja and did Parikrama, they also, along with Krishna and Balram, they also did this outer Parikrama. So there are a lot of people who also do Giriraj Govardhan Parikrama every day. Some do external, some do internal. And some do Dandavati Parikrama. Some do on, because if they cannot walk, then they hire a taxi or some rickshawala. So with that, they perform this Parikrama of Shri Giriraj. So today also, by the mercy of all of your Vaishnavas, by the mercy of Srila Prabhupada, virtually we will also do the Parikrama of Shri Govardhana. So let's get ready. And before we circumambulate Shri Giriraj, we should always beg his permission so that he alone can give us the strength to perform his parikrama. And we offer our humble obeisances to Giriraj, praying that please bless us so that we may be able to complete our parikrama. So normally this parikrama starts early in the morning, like before Brahma Muhurta, around 3 o'clock. People try to do, devotees, they try to do it in the around 3 o'clock in the night time only, because by the time they finish the parikrama, it's already 11 o'clock or noon time. And it's hard to do it during the daytime because of the traffic, because of the sun, because of the heat, various reasons. But yes, the whole day the parikrama goes. So you can do it at any time. But when we were in Charasi Kos Parikrama in Vrindavan, that time actually I did 2 or 3 times I did Girirajji's Parikrama, and we did it early in the morning, like around 2:30, 3 o'clock we started. So we also, let's ask permission, let's ask his blessing so that we are able to perform Giriraj Parikrama. Namaste Girirajaya Shri Govardhana Namine Ashesha Klesha Nashaya Paramananda Daine. So with that, we will start with our first talk. So actually, Giriraj Parikrama is such that the point where you start, there you pay your obeisances, and you perform the entire Parikrama and come at the same spot and then again pay your obeisances. And this is how the entire circumambulation or the entire Parikrama is completed. So we start at Radhakund, but then we move from Radhakund towards Kusum Sarovar, and then we come back to Radhakund and pay our obeisances. So what we'll do, we will start from Radhakund, but we will not discuss the pastimes of Radhakund. That we will discuss once we complete the entire Parikrama and come back to Sri Radhakund. Okay? So just you can imagine, you can envision that we are at Sri Radhakund and we are paying obeisances and we are walking to circumambulate Sri Girirajji. So the way to circumambulate Girirajji is that Girirajji should always be towards your right. So this is how you circumambulate, in the clockwise direction, not in the anti-clockwise direction. So
Have you started the slides, Mataji?
no, I'm not doing it. I'll show you later. Thank you. So we do it in the clockwise direction, keeping Girirajji towards our right. So we start at Radhakund, and now we are moving ahead from Radhakund. We'll come back to Radhakund and then we'll discuss the pastimes there. But right now we'll start at Radhakund, and our first stop is Kusum Sarovar. So this is the Kusum Sarovar. You can see it's very, very beautiful, very well maintained. This is the night view, this is the day view, and this is how the Kusum Sarovar is. It's very, very beautiful. These days they have closed, so I didn't have this opportunity to go inside the Kusum Sarovar, because these days they have closed this Kusum Sarovar. Because the people, they don't try to maintain it properly. They throw the garbage here and there. So just to maintain the beauty of Kusum Sarovar, they have closed. They open it on certain days, but otherwise it is normally closed. So what happened is that one day, Srimati Radharani, the pastime of Kusum Sarovar is that one day Srimati Radharani, she was plucking flowers. And at that time, it was just a garden. It was a Kusum garden. And she was doing it with all her Sakhis. all her companions, and she was plucking flowers. So at that time, Shamasundar, he came. He was disguised in the form of a Vanamali, and he came and he started shouting, "Who are you people who are plucking flowers from my garden?" So this way he started shouting, and all the what do you say? All the friends of Srimati Radharani and Srimati Radharani, they got frightened and they started running away from there. And as Srimati Radharani was running, her blue cloth, it got stuck in the garden bush and she couldn't run far away. And then two of her flowers also fell down from her hand, and she also lost her gold bangles. So she was wearing the two gold bangles. She lost those bangles. Now, this is the pastime that has been told to me by some Vrajvasis. So, of course, I don't know from where, because a lot of pastimes are being shared by the Vrajvasis, some Loka Katha, they say. And what happened is that when she lost her bangles, she went to Mukrai. Now, this Mukrai is actually Shrimati Radharani's Nanihal, means her mother's mother. They live. So at that time, and it's very close to Giriraj. So it doesn't comes under Parikrama mark, but it is little outside. So she immediately ran to Mukrai. So there, her nani, means her mother's mother, is Mukra Devi. So there is a very beautiful temple. So this is Mukra Devi, this is Srimati Radharani, and her mother Kirtida Devi. So, so it's Kirtida Devi's birthplace is in Mukrai, where she took birth in Mukrai, and there's a very beautiful temple. And this is, you can see, this is a stone, big stone, big shila kind of thing, and there is a small stone. So this is a toy that Srimati Radharani used to play. So this shila, when you go and bang on the different corners of this big shila, you will hear different sound will come from different place. So that's the miracle of this beautiful toy. So Srimati Radharani, she got frightened and she lost her bangles and she immediately went to Mukrai, and there Mukra Devi was there. So Mukra Devi means her nani, her mother's Kirtida's mother. Mukra Devi, she asked, "What happened? Why are you crying?" And then she told that how she lost the gold bangles. So Mukra Devi got really upset and she said, "Now you go back to the same place and try to find those bangles." So Radharani came back to this Kusum one, this place, and she started crying. So Shamasundar, who was disguised in Vanamali, he came in front of Srimati Radharani and he said, "Why are you crying?" And then Srimati Radharani told that I have lost my gold bangles and my Nani, my grandmother, she's very, very upset. So Shamasundar said, "Don't worry." And while Srimati Radharani was crying, there was a big sarovar that was made, and that is what is Kusum Sarovar. So Krishna, that Vanmali, that gardener, he came in the form of Shamasundar. He said, "I'm Shamasundar." And then finally he said, "I was the one who took your gold bangles. These are your gold bangles." And then finally he said, "Now in this sarovar, I'm going to wash these flowers also, because while you were running away, you dropped these flowers. And then these flowers, they washed with the pond water. And finally, they both, means Srimati Radharani and Shamasundar, they both were happy, very happy. And then Shamasundar put those flowers in the hair bun of Srimati Radharani. So this is how this entire pond came to known as Kusum Sarovar. It is just 2 kilometers from Shri Radha Kund. And as you walk, you come across, first stop is actually this Kusum Sarovar. Now here only, when Krishna was putting those flowers in the hair of Srimati Radharani, at that time, actually Krishna was decorating Radharani's hair. And where while he was combing Radharani's hair and putting those flowers, Radharani was seeing this in a mirror, and Krishna is combing. You must have seen this famous picture. And at that time, Radharani in the mirror was not seeing herself. Normally, when somebody braids our hair or decorate our hair, we look in the mirror and we look our own self, that how we are looking. But Srimati Radharani in the mirror was looking Shyam Sundar. She was looking to Shyama Sundar, how he was braiding her hair. So this is the next to Kusum Sarovar. There is a very beautiful temple of Radha Banbihari. So Radha Banbihari, you can see there is a Giriraj Shila. So this is the entire temple. And this temple is under ISKCON, especially is now taken care by the disciples of His Holiness Srila Radhanath Swami Maharaj. It is under ISKCON. And you can see I have enlarged this picture. So this is Girirajji and this is Girirani. And now Girirajji is combing the hair. You can see this comb. He is combing the hair, and this is the mirror in which Srimati Radharani is not seeing herself, but is seeing Krishna, is seeing Shyama Sundar in that mirror. So this is the very, very beautiful temple. We went to this temple, and the pujari, the priest, they were very, very welcoming. So this is Radha Banbihari, which is very near to Kusum Sarovar, means next door to Kusum Sarovar. Now, on the southern bank of Kusum Sarovar, there is also a place known as Ashok Lata. Actually, that Ashok Lata is the place where Krishna decorated the hairs of Srimati Radharani. But just beside to Kusum Sarovar, the beautiful Radha Banbihari temple was constructed. Now, behind Ashok Lata, means on the southern bank of Kusum Sarovar, there is a small temple where the deity of Uddhava is worshipped. So this is an ancient temple of Uddhava. So this is the entire pastime, but I will try to explain that what happened is Krishna, we all know that he sent Uddhava to convey the message to the gopis that he will visit the place where Uddhava, so to message to the gopis, and that time Uddhava, he came to this place and he delivered the message to the gopis. But that happened in the Uddhava Kyari, which is a different one. But Uddhava became so overwhelmed seeing the intensity of the gopis' love that he prayed to become a Gumlata, the creeper or the clump of grass in Vraja, so that he could receive the dust of the lotus feet of all the gopis on his head. So Uddhava's desire was actually fulfilled, and there in this Kusum Sarovar only, he lived as a clump of grass in this Uddhav Bhaitak, in this Kusum Sarovar only, he became a lump of grass. So Srimad Bhagavatam Mahatmya, it narrates a very, very beautiful, extraordinary pastime that took place. So after the departure of Lord Shri Krishna back to his spiritual world, and all the Yadus, they all went. We all know that how queens were captured because remember Arjuna went to Dwarka, and then while coming back, he had all these queens, and then all these queens were captured by the cowherd boys, and he lost everything. So he came back to Yudhishthira Maharaj and he said that actually we won this battle of Kurukshetra is because of Lord Shri Krishna, because I had the same chariot, the same Gandiva, but because Krishna was not there, so I was not able to fight with the cowherd boys also, who were just simply holding the sticks. So all the queens were in Vrindavan at that time. So these queens were then accompanied by Vrajnab and Parikshit Maharaj. They came to Kusum Sarovar, and Kalindi Devi, she actually requested that you should hear Srimad Bhagavatam, because all these gopis were feeling lot of pain of separation from Lord Shri Krishna. So she told that you go to Kusum Sarovar, where Uddhava is there, present as a blade of grass, as a lump of grass. and you go and hear Srimad Bhagavatam from him. And then all the pain of separation will go away. It will mitigate your pain of separation. So all these queens, along with Vrajanab, along with Parikshit Maharaj, they came to Kusum Sarovar to search for Uddhava. And there, when they came with their veenas, mridangas, and all other instruments, and they were singing and they were chanting. And finally, the Kirtan went to its climax where Uddhava couldn't control himself. So he appeared in his original form and he also started singing and dancing. So this is how everybody was drowned in that ecstasy. And then finally they approached Uddhavji that you should speak Srimad Bhagavatam. So Uddhav ji at that time, he requested Parikshit Maharaj that you should go and you should search out and subdue Kali, because he knows that Kali Yuga has already started. Krishna has already winded up his pastimes, and now Parikshit Maharaj should go and subdue Kali. Parikshit Maharaj, of course, was not happy because he also wants to hear Srimad Bhagavatam. But then Uddhavaji said that don't worry, you will be here. Don't get disappointed because very soon you will hear Srimad Bhagavatam from Srila Sukadev Goswami. So Parikshit Maharaj offered his respects and then he left. And Uddhava at that time, he recited this entire Srimad Bhagavatam to all the queens who were present there. So everybody, they became so much absorbed in hearing the pastimes of Lord Shri Krishna. And finally, while hearing, because they were hearing it with so much of intensity, that they got so much absorbed in hearing the pastimes of Lord Shri Krishna, that they entered into that pastimes of Lord Shri Krishna. So they achieved the topmost perfection of hearing Srimad Bhagavatam. And that is, of course, one's goal. Therefore, hearing Srimad Bhagavatam is very, very sweet, especially if we hear with rapt attention. So there, when we were there, we also were guided, or you can say we were instructed that whenever it comes to hear Srimad Bhagavatam, we should hear with rapt attention and we should get absorbed in these wonderful pastimes of Krishna Katha. So then all the queens, they heard this entire Srimad Bhagavatam from Uddhav, and finally they achieved their perfectional stage. So that is the temple. This is the ancient Sri Uddhava temple. The entire pastime that I have narrated is actually mentioned in a short form in this entire place. And this is from Srimad Bhagavatam Mahatmya in Skanda Puran. So this is the Uddhava Bhaitak. So then we move forward, and what happened is now we take a little diversion. We leave that Parikrama path, we go little sideway, and there we enter to this place which is known as Narada Kund. Narad Kund doesn't appear exactly on the Parikrama mark of Shri Giriraj Govardhan, but again, it is always recommended that you should visit Narad Kund when you do this Giriraj Govardhan Parikrama. So you have to leave the Parikrama park, you have to walk around half a kilometer towards Narad 1. So there is a very small forest where Narad Muni, he wrote his Narad Bhakti Sutras. And the Bhakti Ratnakar also mentions that Narad Muni, there he performed his austerities on Vrinda Devi's instruction, because Narad Muni, he has a very strong desire to enter, to see this conjugal pastimes of Radha and Krishna at Radha Kund. But being in a male body, he was unable to enter that rasa area, that rasa dance area where all these pastimes take place. So male person, because there the only male is Lord Shri Krishna, no other male is allowed to enter. So at that time, he revealed his heart to Vrinda Devi. And Vrinda Devi advised him that you live in Vraja, you perform this austerity. And thus, when Narad Muni performed his austerity, Vrinda Devi got so happy and she blessed Narad Muni and she said, now your cherished desire will be fulfilled. You go to Kusum Sarovar and you take a dip into that water. So Narad Muni, on the order of Vrinda Devi, he went to Kusum Sarovar, he took a dip, and as soon as he emerged out, he was a Narad Gopi. So this kunda, near in this Narad one where Narad Muni performed his austerity, there is a very small kunda which is also known as Narada Kunda. So this is, we see that very beautiful Radha Krishna temple, and here Narad Muni is performing his austerity, and this is the place of Narad Kund, and just beside, means half a kilometer away, is Kusum Sarovar. So we go to Narad Kund, and then finally, after taking darshan and blessings of Shri Narad Dev Ji, Narad Muni, of course, he is our Sampradaya Acharya, because after Brahma, we have Narad Muni as our Sampradaya Acharya. So after taking his blessings, we come back to our Govardhan Parikrama marg only, and we move forward. So coming back to our Parikrama path, we head towards Govardhan, and there on our right, we see Shamavan. Okay. So there on the right hand side, we have this Shamavan, and in that Shamavan, there is a small place which is known as Shamakutir. Okay. And this is also a small Charan Pahadi because it is on a little raised platform. And there, in this kutir, this place, and it is highlighted here, this is the charan, the lotus footprint of Lord Shri Krishna. So he was present there, and Shama Kutir was there. And after that, there is another place known as Ratna Kund or Ratna Simhasana. So there, this entire Giriraj Shila is there, which is jeweled. So it's not that artificially they have put, but it is jeweled only, means you cannot take out the jewels from Giriraj. So this place is very beautiful. Again, there is a pastime where Bhakti Ratnakar actually states that in this Shamavan, what happened, that Krishna, he killed Shankachuda demon. So this also comes in the 10th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam. And when this Shankachuda was trying to kidnap the gopis, so the Lord, he took the valuable jewel that resembles the conch from the head of this Shankachuda, and then he presented it to Lord Balaram. Of course, there is also a story behind this of, according to Garga Samhita, that in the spiritual world, there was some cursing and counter cursing that happened between that Sridham and Srimati Radharani. So Sridham is the younger brother of Srimati Radharani, and he comes as Shankachuda. So Sridham appeared as Shankachuda, and Srimati Radharani, she was also cursed by Shankachuda, by Sridham, that you also have to suffer 100 years of separation from your beloved Krishna when he will leave Vrindavan. So when Lord killed Shankachuda, he regained his original position as Sridham. So this Shamavan is the place where this entire pastime happened, and this is actually the place where Govardhan Hill starts appearing visible. So in between Shamavan and Radha Kund, Giriraj is not visible. He has practically gone underground. You cannot see Giriraj when you walk from Sri Radha Kund and you cross Kusum Sarovar, Narad Kund, you come to Parikrama Marg, you cannot see Shri Giriraj Govardhan. It's actually in Shamavan when you walk few kilometers and you come to this Shamavan and this Ratna Kund, they're all together. There actually you can start getting the glimpse of Shri Giriraj. And even Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami in his Chaitanya Charitamrita, he mentions that when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came to Vrindavan and he did this Govardhan Parikrama, so it was this place only, at Shamavan only, where Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu had the first darshan of Giriraj. And Mahaprabhu became so ecstatic after seeing Giriraj. And Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami mentions, Govardhana dekhi Prabhu haila dandvata, eka shila alinga haila utmata. So Mahaprabhu, he saw Govardhan hill, and as soon as he saw, he did Dandavat. He did Dandavat to Girirajji. So this is how we see that how Mahaprabhu he did Dandavat as soon as he saw this Shila. And not only that, Ekashila, he took that one Shila and Alinga, he embraced, and he became ecstatic. He became really mad after seeing Shri Giriraj Govardhan. In that place also, there is a very beautiful tree. This is a Sham Tamal tree, where it says that both the trees they are twined together. And it looks as if Radha and Krishna, they are embracing each other and performing these pastimes. So this is how, from this place, from Shamavan only, actually we can start seeing Girirajji. Before that, there is no, we cannot see Girirajji, we cannot see his presence. So then we walk maybe a kilometer ahead, and then we come to this beautiful place, which is known as Panchatirtha Kund. So actually our Parikrama, when we did Parikrama, it didn't stop here. It directly went to Manasi Ganga. But there is a place at Panchatirtha Kund, and this is the place known as Panchatirtha because the 5 holy places are said to be within this water of this kunda. That is Gomati Nadi, Narmada, Sarayu, Vetri, and Khanchi. These are the 5 rivers that are present in this kunda, and therefore this place is known as Panchatirtha Kunda. Now, after this Panchatirtha Kunda, what happens is you walk ahead and you see Manasi Ganga. Right? So, but what we will do is that, and after that Manasi Ganga, we have Haridev temple, and even Mahaprabhu also followed the same path. But for today, what we will do is that we will not go straight to Manasi Ganga, because this is a triangle kind of thing. You have Manasi Ganga, you have Haridev temple, and you have Chakreshwar Mahadev temple. So it's better that we take blessings of Lord Shiva also before we head towards our Parikrama of Giriraj Govardhan. So today what we will do is, after going from Panchatirtha Kund, we will immediately go to Chakreshwar Mahadev. And we will not go directly to Manasi Ganga. So actually on the northern bank of that Manasi Ganga is what is Chakreshwar Mahadev. Okay, so from Panchatirtha Kunda, we'll come to this Chakreshwar Mahadev. So this is actually a Tirtha, or you can say Chakra Tirtha, and it is created by Sudarshan Chakra. So we all know that how Krishna, when he was holding Govardhan, Giriraj Govardhan on his little pinky to protect all the Vrajavasis from the torrents of rain that were caused by Indradev because of his pride, at that time, everybody came under that hill. But still the water was dripping from that hill, from Govardhan hill, which was creating a lot of problems to the Vrajavasis. So therefore, Krishna, he summoned his Sudarshan Chakra and he ordered him that you stay over the hill for that entire 7 days. And that Sudarshan Chakra was producing heat that was equal to millions of suns. So that he could dry the water that is there on the top of Giriraj Govardhan, and the water should not drip out. Now, there is another Lokatatha where it says that when Sudarshan Chakra was ordered, at that time, he was ordered that you stay on the top of the mountain. At the same time, Krishna, he approached Lord Shiva, that you also please absorb all the water that is there in your matted locks, and then you try to dry the land in Vraja. So that was the order that was given. Now, Sudarshan Chakra was on the top of the mountain and he was drying the Giriraj Govardhan, and Lord Shiva was ordered to accept all the water of Raja from this ground. so that the land become dry. But at that time, Sudarshan Chakra, he became very proud and he said, see, I am the one who is drying all the water and saving this entire Vrindavan. Now, seeing this pride of Sudarshan Chakra, Krishna, he understood. And he said, oh, Sudarshan, you are mistaken in your pride. It is actually Lord Shiva who dried all the water and who actually absorbed all the water, because of which this entire Vrindavan was dried. And since then, Lord Krishna, here he established Lord Shiva as Chakreshwar Mahadev. Chakra Ishwar means the Lord of Chakra. So we know the Lord of Chakra is Swayam Bhagavan Krishna. But because this Sudarshan Chakra, he became proud. So Krishna said that you are actually Lord Shiva is your master, because he did the entire job and you are taking the credit. So he says that here Lord Shiva is your Lord. Therefore, it has been explained that Lord Shiva there, he is known as Chakreshwar Mahadev, or the Lord of Chakra. So now it is actually Chakreshwar, Chakra Ishwar, but in the local language, all the Vrajavasis, they don't understand what is Chakreshwar. They say Chakleshwar. They put L. They say Chakleshwar, Chakleshwar chalna hai kya? No, this way they try to say it. So also in that Chakra Tirtha, it has been explained that there is a very beautiful swing pastime happened of Radha and Krishna. The first swing pastime actually happened in this Chakra Tirtha. I don't have a picture because you have to go again little off the Parikrama mark to see that a big valley it is there, and on that valley there is a big swing. So swing is not there, but it was explained that there used to be a swing, and where Radha and Krishna, they performed their first swing pastime. So finally, this Chakreshwar Mahadev temple was established by the great grandson of Sri Krishna, that is Vajrajana. And there is a one linga, Shiva Linga also. So actually there are 5 presiding Shiva Lingas in this entire Braj Mandal. So primary, like we know that every spot is actually protected by Lord Shiva. Lord Shiva is the doorkeeper of the entire temples of Lord Shri Vishnu, wherever it is. But in Vrajamandal, there are 5 primary Mahadev residing in Vraj. Like in Mathura, we have Bhuteshwar Mahadev. In Vrindavan, we have Gopeshwar Mahadev. So also it has been explained that whenever we try to do Parikrama of Vrindavan, which is around 10 to 12 kilometers, before doing any parikrama or taking darshan of any of the temple, we should first go to Gopeshwar Mahadev, where Mahadev is in the very beautiful form of a gopi, because he also wants to witness and be the part of that rasa dance. So in Mathura, we have Bhuteshwar Mahadev. In Vrindavan, we have Gopeshwar Mahadev. In Kamyavan, we have Kameshwar Mahadev. And in Nandgaon also, we have Nandishwar Mahadev or Ashishwar Mahadev. That also we know that how Lord Shiva wants to come and see baby Krishna, and Yashoda, Mother Yashoda was thinking, no. Seeing your form, my son will become afraid and he'll start crying. So you, Baba, you, whosoever you are, you please go away. So Mahadev, he went few, little distance from Mother Yashoda's house. And there he started meditating. And that place is known as Nandishwar Mahadev, or you can say Ashishwar Mahadev. Because there then he gave blessings, because Krishna was not stopping. He was crying continuously. And then Purnamasi came and she said that, oh, Mother Yashoda, you must have done something. Then she explained that, yes, one sage came. He wants to have darshan of my baby Krishna. Then she said, no, you should call that sage and you should allow that sage to have darshan of baby Krishna. Only then he will stop crying. So he gave Ashish, he gave blessings to Krishna. Of course, he is the servant of Krishna. But he came, and therefore he is known as Ashishwar Mahadev. And in Govardhan, we have Chakreshwar Mahadev. So we have Bhuteshwar Mahadev, we have Gopeshwar Mahadev, we have Kameshwar Mahadev, we have Ashishwar Mahadev, and finally we have Chakreshwar Mahadev. So this is the pastime of Chakreshwar Mahadev. There's a beautiful linga, and people, they worship there. Now, then we have Sanatan Goswami's Bhajan Kutir. So in front of Chakreshwar Mahadev is the Bhajan Kutir of Srila Sanatan Goswami, where he stayed and performed bhajan for several years. It is also right next to Manasi Ganga. So remember, we said that we will not directly go to Manasi Ganga. We will first take darshan and blessings of Chakreshwar Mahadev. And in front of Chakreshwar Mahadev is the Bhajan Kutir of Srila Sanatan Goswami. We take his blessings and then we enter to Manasi Ganga. So there what happened is, Sanatan Goswami, he was performing his bhajan in this kutir just in front of Chakreshwar Mahadev. And at that time, while he was performing his bhajan, there were a lot of mosquitoes that were coming and disturbing Sanatan Goswami. So Sanatan Goswami decided to move from that place because of mosquitoes. So at that time, Lord Shiva, our Chakreshwar Mahadev, he came in the disguise of a Brahmana. And he said that, why are you deciding to move? We want you to stay here. We were relishing and your presence here, your association here. You please stay there. So, and he said, Sanatan Goswami said that, no, because of the mosquitoes, I'm not able to do my bhajan with so much of attention. So I want to move. So at that time, Chakreshwar Mahadev told that from here onwards, no mosquito will come and disturb you. So till today, this entire place where Sanatan Goswami's kutir, Bhajan Kutir is there, till now it has been explained that not a single mosquito come inside. This place is almost free from all the mosquitoes. So while living there, Sanatan Goswami used to perform his bhajan, and as a part of his daily bhajan, he used to perform this Govardhan Parikrama as a daily vow, and he used to pay 108 dandavats every day. So we know from Shat Goswami Ashtakam, which is written by Srila Srinivasa Acharya, that how all the Goswamis, whatever they do it with Sankhya Purvak, with the count. Like Raghunath Das Goswami used to pay 100,000 obeisances to the deities every day and 2,000 obeisances to the Vaishnavas every day. So Srinivasa Acharya also writes, Sankhya Purvaka Nama Gana Natabi Kala Vasani Krithav. So this way, all the Goswamis, that is our Raghunath Das Goswami, Raghunath Bhatt Goswami, Sanatan Goswami, Rup Goswami, our Jiva Goswami, and our Gopal Bhatt Goswami. All the 6 Goswamis, what they used to do, Sankhya Purvak, means with the count, they used to do their Naam, means the chanting, the Gan, the singing or the Vaishnava singing they do, and Natibihi means paying their obeisances. So how many obeisances they are paying every day, they do it with a count. So this is how they used to pass their time. So Sanatan Goswami has also been explained that every day he used to do this Govardhan Parikrama, but that outer one, not the shorter one. Outer one he used to do every day as his daily vow. And then he would offer his 108 dandavats every day. So while engaging in this way, what happened is, one day when Sanatan Goswami was performing this Parikrama of Shri Giriraj Govardhan, at that time, one day Krishna came. Krishna came and told, "Oh Baba, you are so old. You are already 90, 92 or 94 years old, and still you are doing this daily Parikrama. So you can stop this daily Parikrama." And then Krishna himself gifted him a Govardhan Shila. And on that Govardhan Shila was the footprint of Krishna and his calf. So on that Govardhan Shila was the footprint of Krishna's lotus footprint and the footprint of Krishna's calf, then Krishna's flute and the herding stick. So all these 4 marks are there on that Govardhan Shila. And he told Shila Sanatan Goswami that now you go, you place that Shila and you can do just the 4 Parikrama of that Shila, which will be equivalent to 1 Giriraj Govardhan Parikrama, the entire Parikrama. So this way you can perform your your Parikrama, and you stop doing this Parikrama because you are too old. So this Shila you can see, it has the marks of Krishna's lotus footprint, the mark of Krishna's calf, the hoof print of a calf. Then we have a flute and a stick that Krishna used to carry. Now this Shila is present in Radha Damodar temple, from where our dear Srila Prabhupada started his journey of Krishna consciousness, like he wants to preach. We all know that he stayed in this Radha Damodar temple near the Samadhi of Srila Rupa Goswami, and there he got inspiration and he came to the West. So this Shila is still present in Radha Damodar temple, so in Vrindavan, and whenever, every time when we go and it is not possible to perform the Parikrama of Girirajji, we go and we perform the 4 Parikrama of this entire temple, and this way we can complete our Giriraj Govardhan Parikrama. So opposite to this Chakreshwar Mahadev, I don't have a pictures for that, but opposite to that Chakreshwar Mahadev is also the temple of Shri Gaurnitai, because it has been explained that Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Shri Nityananda Prabhu, when they were doing their Parikrama of Girirajji, they visited this Chakreshwar Mahadev and they rested here. So just the opposite of Chakreshwar Mahadev, there is a very beautiful temple of Shri Gaurnitai. Unfortunately, I don't have a picture for that. So after this, what we will do is, it's already time. So we will stop here, because after this is what we will come to Manasi Ganga and we'll see the darshan of Haridev. And then officially we will start our it's not actually, we have already started, but some say that you should take darshan of Haridev and then you tell Haridev that, I am doing Giriraj Govardhan Parikrama. So like in Hindi, we say, like in English, you do your attendance. So whenever you enter in a classroom, so you enter in a school, you do your daily prayers. So you have entered the school. But when you enter in the class, then teacher takes your attendance, whether you are present or not. So similarly, we have already started our Parikrama of Girirajji, but at Haridev, it's the official attendance that is taken. So we give our attendance to Haridev in Manasi Ganga, and we tell that, yes, we are here and we are performing our Parikrama of Giriraj Govardhan. So that attendance we will give next week. So right now we will stop here at the Bhajan Kutir of Srila Sanatan Goswami. And because this I feel is the right place, right time to stop, because this entire week we will be in this Bhajan Kutir of Srila Sanatan Goswami, and we will also perform our bhajan along with Srila Sanatan Goswami. Okay, so we will stop here. Thank you so much. Thank you for your association, and we'll continue from this Bhajan Kutir next Friday. Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Shri Giriraj Govardhan ki jai. Let's see if we have any quick questions, corrections. Please go ahead.
Hare Krishna Mataji, what a wonderful session. Thank you so much for starting off with this series, and I have so much to learn and imbibe from these Parikrama series. Thank you so much. Mataji, I got diverted twice because someone came. I had 2 questions. The first question is, you were mentioning that the queens, they heard Srimad Bhagavatam at Uddhav Bhaitak. Whose queens they are?
Krishna's wives.
But why Krishna's wives are coming so late? I mean, like you said, Vajrana person.
minded his pastimes. At
Ah.
that time, Arjun went to Dwarka and he was rescuing all these wives of Krishna, and these cowherd boys came and attacked, and he was unsuccessful. So all these wives were kidnapped by these cowherd boys and men, and they were brought to Vrindavan. So stayed in Vrindavan, and at that time they were feeling intense separation from Krishna. And that time Kalindi Devi, Yamuna Devi, she came and she said that the only thing that can mitigate your intensity, the separation that you are having from Krishna, is when you hear Srimad Bhagavatam from Uddhava. Now they all said, where is Uddhava? Where to find? And then Kalindi Devi told that you go to Kusum Sarovar, and there he is present as a blade of grass, as a clump of grass. And when you perform Kirtan, he will come in his original form. He'll become ecstatic, and then he will explain you the entire Srimad Bhagavatam.
Then what happened?
So when they heard Srimad Bhagavatam from Uddhav ji, they all became so much absorbed that while hearing Bhagavatam only, they really entered into the pastime of Lord Shri Krishna. So they attained their perfection while hearing Srimad Bhagavatam.
Yeah, very nice. Very, very nice, Mataji. Very beautiful. Good ending. And this one, that Ratna Shila that you showed, how did the Ratna get embedded on the Shila? What is the story for
Because
that?
the story is that Krishna was decorating Srimad Radharani with all the ornaments and ratnas and all the jewels there.
And then?
Huh?
And then some jewels fell off, is it?
No, it's been explained that actually that Radharani in the form of Girirani only accepted that jewels, and that Girirani is present there in that Ratna Kund.
Okay.
Where
Very
the jewels
nice.
are there means you can see that they are not pasted with some edge, but they are embedded in that
Embedded
shape.
in. Wonderful. Thank you, Mataji. Beautiful session. It was very nice. Thank you. Hari Bol.
Dhanvat Pranam Mataji, Hari Bol.
Krishna.
Mataji, I have a question regarding these cowherd boys who defeated Arjun. I heard somewhere that it was Lord Krishna himself who came like that. Is there any mention of?
Actually, then I heard that everything, this was also orchestrated. This is the entire plan. Otherwise, who can kidnap the wives of Krishna?
Yes.
Was orchestrated by Krishna only, so that these queens can reach Vrindavan, they can understand the glory of Vrindavan, and they can hear Srimad Bhagavatam from Uddhav.
Okay.
Also, in the commentary, it's mentioned that Vishnu Chakravarti Thakur mentions that it was Krishna himself, who was in the guise of the cowherd.
Cowherd.
Yes. Is it in Padma Puran or Skand Puran's commentary, Mata? Do you know which one?
Vishnu Chakravarti Thakur writes in his commentary.
Oh, I see. Okay. Thank you, Hari.
Yes, Kripamai Mataji, please go ahead.
Am I audible, Mataji?
Yes, we are audible.
Mataji, very nice. You are not having the chance to go to Govardhana, and by seeing you, we can see the pictures and all, no, and having the great pleasure to see the Govardhana hill, Mataji. Other thing, Mataji, you started from Radha Kund and then traveling, Mataji, like that. Parikrama.
You started.
Starting because
I
came to the class late by 8:40 only I came.
Yes.
That's
We
only
from Radha Kund, but we didn't discuss the past time. That we will discuss at the end when we will reach Radha Kund. We started from the first stop was Kusum Sarovar.
Kusum Sarovar. Before that I came.
That was the first stop. That's the first stop.
Thank you, Mataji. Very nice. Thank you. Mataji, every Friday you have this Parikrama class, Mataji.
3 Fridays. Yeah, for 3 Fridays because Prabhu is not available, so we'll do this Giriraj.
Okay, Mataji. Very nice. Thank you, Mataji. God bless you for your abundant service, Mataji. Thank you, Mataji.
Yes, Vasundhara Mataji.
Sorry. Hare Krishna Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances. Dandat pranams to you. Mataji, just a small question. Is it Parikrama we start from Radhakund, is it? And that's the place from where we need to start the Parikrama of Govardhan?
It's not always, but it is recommended that you start from. But otherwise, Parikrama, wherever you start, make sure that you end at the same spot.
Oh, okay.
Keeping Giriraj towards your right.
Okay. So once we start from Radhakund, you reach Kusum Sarovar, and
2
from
kilometers.
there, the 2 kilometers. So the entire stretch of Govardhan is around 20 odd kilometers, right, Mataji? So is there a straight road? I mean, what do you call the road that aligns along with the Govardhan? Is it
Yeah, there is a
the
pathway
road
that.
that goes?
See, that's why I said it's an internal parikrama and external, outer parikrama. So outer parikrama, you have the full road,
Huh.
right? And where, the auto rickshaws can go, car can go, bullock carts can go.
Okay.
But inside parikrama is 21 kilometers. And there,
What do you mean by inside and outside this external
inside
and inside? What
parikrama
does it
is,
mean?
inside parikrama is that it's a pathway that is being made. It's not a road kind of thing. It's a cut path.
Okay.
That and you walk along with Giriraj Govardhan. Like you can see Giriraj on
Entire Giriraj you can see
area.
through the
Like
internal.
after Kusum Sarovar, after Chakreshwar, basically after Manasi Ganga, you
Okay.
start seeing Giriraj on towards your right.
Very bold. But the thing is, if you take the internal parikrama, you can't see all these temples because they are in the outer parikrama, right, Mataji?
Yes. You have to go little out, come see the temple, see the place, come back to your path, and then continue your parikrama. That's how.
Oh. Okay. So that means even if one starts inside parikrama, they can always come outside, visit those temples, and come back again and join the inside
Yes.
parikrama, is it? Okay.
Yes.
Sorry to ask one more silly
No,
question,
that's
but
okay.
are
That's
they?
good point, Mataji. So when you do internal parikrama, you see Giriraj on your right hand side till the village is Anior. There is a village known as Anior. Remember when Govardhan was offered things? Govardhan was saying Anior means bring more, bring more.
Bring
So
more, yes.
the village named Anior.
Haribol.
Anior, walk
Ah.
and you see Giriraj on your right hand side. But
Ah.
after Anior, it has been explained that you cannot continue the internal parikrama. You have to take the diversion because if you continue, then you walk on Govardhan.
Oh, okay. But
Very small, very short path. It will take you like very soon. You will come to Puchari, means the middle point. So
okay.
at that time, it is recommended that you should divert yourself. You should not go enter into that Anior village. Because if you enter and you continue your parikrama, then you are walking on Govardhan.
Which we are
And
not supposed to do.
which we are not supposed to. Only the
Only
Vrajava
Rajavasis can do. Yeah, that's what even I heard though.
little diversion.
Mataji, understood Mataji. But you can find devotees doing the parikrama in both the paths, is it? Both inside and the external
Yes.
one. You can find many devotees walking through.
Yes,
Okay.
many.
And inside you said there's no proper road, but there is a pathway. That's
There
what
is
you
a path.
said. Okay. Are there any monkeys, menace in these
There are
internal
a lot
pathways,
of
Mataji?
monkeys. Yeah, there are a lot of monkeys in the internal pathway, but the monkeys in Govardhan, they don't disturb. They are very quiet.
Disciplined ones. Okay.
Very quiet.
Disciplined ones.
Yeah,
Okay.
in between there are some lot of chana walas that they give you some chanas and you can buy those chanas and you can feed those monkeys. But even if you don't do it, they are not as
So they
bad
don't,
as.
I know, they don't grab your spectacles and hats and all that
No.
stuff during the parikrama.
If you are having some packet of chips in your hand, which is
That
not
might, okay. It's
because
not required. Yeah,
you should do
absolutely. Absolutely.
parikrama without eating or drinking
Hmm.
anything.
Right.
Recommended. If you have some small children and if they have chips packet, then they
Mhm.
probably come take this chips
Got
packet.
it.
But spectacles and all, they don't disturb you much. So
Got it,
monkeys in
Mataji.
very good.
Got it, Mataji. Thank you so much. And you stayed, you stayed near Govardhan to start the parikrama, or you traveled from Vrindavan, Mataji?
In one of the Gaudiya ashram, it is at Radha Kund.
Oh, okay.
There is a very big ashram of Gaudiya Mutt.
Okay.
And we started our parikrama from there. That was when I did on my own. But when I did with the Parikrama Marg, means with the Rasikos Parikrama, with the team of those people, devotees, at that time, our tent was there because every day we have a tent. So that tent was at Radhakund, near Radhakund, and started our parikrama.
So when you were put up in Gaudiya Mutt, that is on your own, you had done the parikrama, is what you said.
Yeah, with few devotees, just few of.
So one can get accommodation there in Gaudiya Mutt. Is it some rules available, or we also can book online?
Are available, and it's very good. You get prasadam also at a very reasonable.
Haribol, Haribol. So probably I'll contact you for the Gaudiya Mutt details, Mataji, if you don't mind. Yeah.
Yes, of
When did you do this parikrama, Mataji? The one you're explaining now?
like it's a mixture of both. When I did
mixture earlier and the recent one, is it?
Yeah, together. Because when we did with this Charasikos, they didn't take us to all these temples.
Okay, okay, okay.
To go to a temple, and you can go to every temple and have darshan only when you are on your own, because it takes more. Take a little diversion, then you take darshan, you come back. Extra time, but when you are with the devotees and doing only and only parikrama, at that time you skip all these darshan of all these deities, simply just go up and complete.
Last two questions, Mataji, if you don't mind, please. I'm sorry. Mataji, if you're starting, you went on your own, you said. So were you aware of this marg and what temples here and all there? Or is it that you took someone else known?
Yeah, I went with the devotee. I can share his number also with you, and he really helps. And he's also from and he helps.
But he lives in Vrindavan, is it?
No, he lives in Delhi, but he's very reachable. And he actually guided us.
When you say guided us, he can travel along with us, is what you
He
meant?
traveled along with us.
Haribol, Haribol.
And he was the only one who was showing all these small temples.
And he can share the kathas, whatever of the place katha and all that stuff. Mataji, I need that also. Sorry, Mataji. So that's the and last question, Mataji. How many hours you took to complete? You said you started around 2:30, 3 o'clock. How many hours you completed the parikrama?
So by the time I reached Radhakund, it was 2 o'clock.
My
In the afternoon.
goodness.
Yeah,
You started 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, and then completed at 2 o'clock, almost close to 10 hours, Mataji.
Went to many temples. He showed us small temples nearby.
Okay.
All the Goswami showed us. And then I also, because we were many of us, like 10, 12 people, we were there, and we have children, and we have to be at their pace. So, walking at leisure.
I know. So walking with slippers or without slippers suggested? And how safe is it to walk without slippers?
Parikrama is done without slippers.
Okay. It's cool to ride. I mean, sorry to use the word cool. I mean, to walk. It's like complete. It's not, is it?
It's very
Really?
austere. I got so many blisters. But that's okay. That cut down your karmas. So it's okay.
Yeah, that's Mataji, you are different, Mataji. I'm different.
Mataji, it's not even if it's not a hard and fast rule. You can walk with the slippers. We have so many people like my Prabhu, he did with the slippers on. And I did, but 3/4 I was able to do. But after that, I gave up because it was June time, and the sun was shining bright, and it was very hot. I got so many blisters. Finally, I took my Prabhu slippers and I continued Parikrama, and then he did.
So it's
Okay,
a
even if
personal choice of the devotee. It's not a restriction or
no,
something. Okay, got
it's
it,
pretty
Mataji.
clear. So next time when I did with the Parikrama, then I did with my slippers on.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. Fine,
Thank
Mataji. Thank you so much for inputs. I wait for the next two more parts to complete. It was like honestly, I could visualize while you were explaining the thing and the photographs. I was able to visualize honestly, and thanks for. I mean, when it comes to oral, what do you call the way you present? It's just beautiful, and with pictures. Oh my God, it's to the next level. I'm so fortunate. I'm part of such an association. I love you, Mataji. So much I can say. Hari bol. Thank you again. Hari bol.
Yes, Sunil Prabhu.
Mataji, you have mentioned that someone means who kidnapped the Krishna's wife. Sorry, I missed that part.
So Srimad Bhagavatam explains that they were cowherd men rather, who kidnapped all the wives of Krishna. But Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur explains that he was Krishna himself who orchestrated this entire plan.
Did this kidnap happen after Krishna left or in this planet only?
After he winded up his pastimes, after Krishna, Yadus, Balaram, they all went back to the spiritual world. Arjun was in Dwarka. He performed the final rites of all those Yadus, and then he was taking all these queens along with him. And there, on the way, he was stopped by all these cowhead men who kidnapped all the wives of Krishna.
Thank you so much, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Yes, Anjali Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Dandvat Pranam. First thing I want to say that anybody coming from there for Govardhan Parikrama, we go every month from Jalandhar. I'm going back in November. I'll be there. Though if anyone coming, I'll be very happy to escort. Every month we go one time to Govardhan for Govardhan Parikrama. So
Very nice.
our Prabhuji also, he knows each and every spot. He'll come along. He's from ISKCON only, and he knows each and everything, deepest temples also he's aware of. So he can
Yes,
come along.
Vasundhara Mataji, you can share your number with Vasundhara Mataji and she can approach you.
Yeah, Mataji. And one thing more, Mataji, when we go for Parikrama, inside they have made another path where we are walking on Govardhan only. So there Prabhuji is always saying, yes, you can walk there, but you have to go without shoes. Inside you can go for Parikrama. There is one marg outside Govardhan, outer Parikrama. One road is outside, and now they have made one road inside also. From inside we go and we walk on Govardhan hill only. And
Actually, we
many
should
temples
not.
also come. But Prabhuji said that yes, we can walk on Govardhan hill, but without shoes.
No, Mataji, we should not walk on Govardhan. We have no adhikar, no right to walk on Govardhan.
Oh my God. Okay, Mataji. We went for Parikrama with Prabhuji only, and ISKCON team was with us. And we were
It is
inside,
recommended, Mataji, it is recommended not to take that route.
Okay, Mataji. Okay, Mataji. Thank you so much, Mataji. I just wanted to have that clarification. Okay, Mataji. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna, Mataji. Dandvat.
Yes, Preeti will ask the
Mataji, follow up. You were mentioning about the internal route and the external mark, right? So you took the internal route and it took you almost 12 hours, correct?
Yeah, because we were very slow walking because we have so many people with us. Somebody wants to stop, then somebody else wants to take a halt. Then we were talking to Rajavasis there and we were seeing all those temples, all those small places. We practically stopped at every kunda. We took some the water. So we took a lot of time.
Okay. And if you do the parikrama in the outer ring, and if you're doing it in a vehicle like a van or a taxi, from time to time you can walk to every temple in the internal marg and then go back to the taxi? No.
Rickshawala doesn't stop.
Yes, Mataji, he stops rickshaw wala. You can have rickshaw. Many times our team, many of the people sitting in rickshaw and tell that person beforehand only that I want to see each and every place on the way. Then he'll stop. He'll charge for that like 400 rupees he'll take. Otherwise, if we go directly, he's taking 250. And if we say we want to stop, then he'll charge 400 or 500 rupees. And then he'll stop at each and every point. He himself will tell, go and see this temple, go and see this temple and come back. He'll stand outside there only. Like for Radha
Yeah.
Kund, he stands outside and he'll say, you go and see this whole street you go through. You have
See, they will
turning
stop.
on. Yeah.
Mataji, they stop only at the major temples. These small temples inside.
Yeah, that's right. They'll not stop at
The
small
major
temple.
temple like Radha Kund, Sham Kund, they will say, then they will stop at Govind Kund where you can have darshan of.
Yeah, main temples, main bigger temples will stop.
And then they will stop at Lota Baba and Uddhav Kund.
Yeah,
So only
Mataji tells them that I want to see, they'll stop. Like
Yeah,
he'll tell,
only
they will
four
charge.
stop.
They will
But
charge.
internally, they will not take you. And moreover, I don't know what you are talking because last year, they were charging 1,000 rupees. I don't know, 250,
Oh,
450.
Mataji, actually, we go every month, so we know every nook and hook of that area. Na? Like we go every month. And our team, we are having around about 30 members. Na? So
Right.
32 members. So they know each and every nook corner of Vrindavan. They know
Yeah.
how to handle the things.
How to bargain, yeah.
Yeah. They are aware of everything, how to deal like, no? Like,
Mhm.
yeah. So
And
they
how
know.
long does it take to do the vehicle parikrama?
It takes only, Mataji, 2.5 hours, like 2.5 or 3 hours, not more than that. And if you are just going for Parikrama, 1.5 hours, it finishes. Like you are not stopping anywhere and you're going and on foot, if you are wearing shoes, you can complete the Parikrama without stopping. Main temple you can stop. You can complete in 3.5 hours if you are wearing your shoes and walking, because shoes give you a lot of speed. But you are walking barefoot, then it's going to take 5 hours, like seeing the main temples and you walking. Like we people are having like every month we are going, so we have a lot of speed. Like we always complete our Parikrama in 4 hours, na? So, but yeah, it takes 5 hours. If we are going slow, then it will take more time. Otherwise, on with shoes, within 3 hours, 3.5 hours, you are done with the Parikrama. Because shoes, like, because when you're walking, many things prick in your foot, then it makes difficult to walk. And many people are wearing their socks also. That makes like comfortable to walk. Yeah. Yeah, Mataji. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Yes, Sindhu Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji. I just wanted to say how beautiful the class was. Every time we hear such parikrama, sessions, but the one thing that stood out in yours is we can remember. Usually after the session, we can't remember, right? Maybe we'll remember something, the way you narrated the pastimes and the way you showed, and your presentation is very, very good. I had one question, I think Anjali Mataji actually answered, whether we can complete the parikrama in one day if you take the inner route.
Of course.
You can? Okay. Or we have to carry our tent and go put our tent somewhere else.
Such a slow walkers, Mataji. Even we did in 10, 12 hours. So it's very easy. In one day only. Govardhana Parikrama is done in one day itself.
Okay.
And,
So if you typically go, what is the suggested? The first time, I've never even been to any of the parikrama routes or any of the temples.
Go with someone who knows a nook and corner of Govardhana so that they can guide you. Don't go all by yourself, then you will be lost.
I
So
see.
go with someone who knows about some places, and especially who are from Gaudiya Sampradaya only, better to go with them. They can tell you about all the pastimes, they can narrate you. Because see, after all, today's Vrindavan that we see is not that we have to see with our eyes, we have to see with our ear.
Correct.
The more you hear Katha, the more you will relish those pastimes.
Correct.
That
Nice.
Prabhu was there when I did my first parikrama. When my Prabhu was clicking pictures of Shri Giriraji. So he was saying him not even to stop to take pictures. He said, "Chit mein utaro." Chitra mein nahi, chit mein utaro means don't click pictures, external pictures, but take it in your consciousness.
Very nice. Very
But
nice. Very
I
nice.
took 2 pictures that I already showed. Some are from internet, some are my personal pictures. Yeah, we took some pictures, but yeah.
So typically about 3 to 4 days is enough to do the
One
parikrama. 1 day?
One,
Okay.
1 day is for Govardhan Parikrama. You can spend like 1 day you can do Vrindavan Parikrama, which almost take 2 to 3 hours, 10 kilometers only. And then you can go to all the Shat Goswami's Mandir temples, up to Devalya Parikrama, that is said. And then you can do Govardhan Parikrama, then you can do Radha Kund Parikrama. And if you want, you can go to Barsana and do Barsana Parikrama. So 3 to 4 days are enough.
Yeah, we all have to plan our vacation when we go from here, right? So I was just asking you typically how much time you need. Very beautiful, Mataji. Please continue to give your association. With your association, whether we are there in Parikrama or not, at least we can relish these pastimes. Thank you so much for all your effort. Hare Krishna.
It's all because of all your association. Yes, Mataji.
Sorry, Mataji, last couple of questions. Mataji, are there signboards or display boards on the route?
Everything is
We
there.
can, there's a board, they say this way to this temple, this way to this kund and all that stuff. Great. And second thing, Mataji, I mean, like we are taking the external path because that makes more sensible because we can visit the important places, what you mentioned just now, than going in and coming out, going in, coming out, right, Mataji? So, I was asking the road, like, the path, the external path or the outer road, that's like, one way, one route, is it? I mean, there's not much of deviation. It leads you to complete the entire parikrama from the start point. It's not that you're getting led somewhere and they need to search for the searching point, the start point, right, Mataji? It's one straight road.
To have someone who can navigate the path. It's good to have someone.
Oh,
Practically, I have not done the external parikrama yet. So I
oh,
really
okay.
do. But
Oh.
it's a straight route, they say, and it's a proper road that is there.
Oh, okay, okay. So when you said you spoke about all these temples, like you started with the internal path and you stepped out and then took the darshan of the temples and then got back again to the internal path. That's what happened then.
Yes, yes. In between, because the beauty of doing that internal parikrama is that you are walking, seeing Govardhan on your right hand
Yeah,
side.
absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. In fact, that is also something you don't want to miss because end of the day you're doing Govardhan Parikrama, right?
And
So it should
there
be
is a
close to Govardhana only.
close, and there is a soft sand, and we used to roll on that sand.
Wow, wow. Okay.
You can literally put all the dust. You can bathe yourself with the dust of that.
Oh, so nice, Mataji. So, but you said only it's still Aniyor. So, how far that? I mean, that is almost 50% of Govardhan Parikrama completed, or less than that, Mataji? Aniyor?
Less than that.
Less than that. So, after Aniyor, you're suggested to come out to the external road and then do the Parikrama, is it?
Diversion. And then you go to Puchari, which is Lord Narasimhadev temple is there, and it's the middle point.
Oh, okay, okay. Got it, Mataji. If at all, if you plan to do one more Vrindavan Yatra next year, and if it's okay with you, put
Yes.
the group informed, and if anyone of us interested, we can join from. If it's okay with you, it'll be so nice to go with the devotees because
It's
some
always
kind of vibrations will pass on from their end to us, right?
it's
So if
always
it's
nice.
okay with you, yeah, let us know, Mataji. And with you to go with you to go have the companionship of yourself, that would be so nice. I mean, just a thought in case Krishna wills and you're going to share with us.
Sure,
And
sure, sure.
fine, Mataji. Hope you understood what I meant.
Hare Krishna Mataji, if you all are coming,
Hare
please let
Krishna.
me also know. I'll come from Jalandhar then. It's been so lucky to associate you all. Yeah.
So when are you going, Anjali Mataji?
I'm going back in November. Right now, I'm in California, Mataji. On 12th November, we are going back. Like, so we stay here 6 months and then go back to India for 6 months. Yeah.
Sure, Mataji. So once you are back, you can always contact us.
Yeah, every month we'll go once. 1 month every time 1 month we go to for Vrindavan Parikrama, na? Vrindavan Parikrama, Govardhan Parikrama. Yeah.
Thank you. Yes, Sudhakar Prabhu, last question.
Hare Krishna Mataji, thank you so much for this session. Actually, the Manasi Yatra seems to be more better for me, but this is only a reflection. I was just trying to request the devotees, I'm hearing from various devotees, their experiences and some contact numbers and some information. If it is possible, if they can share it to the group, so whosoever goes, it can be useful to them. This is what I was just trying to make a request to the people. I think some devotees, they said they have gone regularly, and some of them, their experiences, so that it can help the devotee. This is a request from my side only. Actually, last year I went to Mataji, but I could not complete it because of my health. I just, in the half year somewhere, I think I have to return back. I don't know. I'm just, sometimes I feel, is it something like is it bad or something? I don't know, but I did not want to ask. I was not well, but I tried to cover maybe 50% or so.
It's
Then I
bad.
was
Whatever we did, it will always accumulate. No swalpamapi dharmasya atrate mahato bhayat. Even a little walk and Govardhan will add to your spiritual account. So don't think that some negative marking will happen if you have not completed the parikrama. That won't happen. Giriraj is very sweet, very, very sweet. And of course, we did it. We were not able to complete because of some health issues. Of course, Giriraj understands that. So don't worry. Don't have the negative thoughts overwhelm
no,
you.
yeah. I thought of going again, but I hope you, as now I hear. Of course, I went with some devotee there, local Gaurimat devotee. He knows all the places. He only actually suddenly told, "Why don't we go this time? Take Govardhan?" But I could not do it because I was very
So
my
that's
health
for
was not good.
we are not in that Hatha Marg, Prabhu. That Hatha Yoga Marg, we are not in that Hatha Yoga Marg where we have to do no matter whatever happens. We are in that Bhakti Marg, okay? So whatever our health allows, you can do it. And then you can take a rickshaw, you can complete it, or maybe next time. So don't worry, nothing negative happens.
Thank you, Mataji. Sorry for taking long your time. Thank you so much.
That's perfectly okay. So Anjali Mataji already, she's doing it. So she can share some contact in the group if she has. That will be helpful. Okay,
Thank you,
dear
Mataji.
devotee, can
Yeah.
stop here.
Just wanted to say a
Yes,
couple of
Mataji, I'll share all the contacts and the best
Sure.
places to stay also. I'll share everything.
Sure, sure. Yes, Preeti Mataji, you were saying something?
Thank you, Mataji. Thank you, Anjali Mataji also. And Kirtida Mataji, thank you so much. Like everyone said, this parikrama is staying in our minds. It's not like it just evaporated immediately. So thank you so much. And like Vasundhara Mataji said, not only she, but all of us, we all love you, Mataji. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Okay. Shivani, you want to take over? Shivani left. Okay.
Shivani is not good, so
Okay, I'll end the call then. Thank you, dear devotees, for joining us and giving us your valuable association. We will continue our Govardhan Parikrama series on next Friday. So stay tuned and get ready for asking more questions. So we'll end the call here. Vanchakalpatarubhishcha kripa sindhu bhevcha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavyo namo अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय श्री ला प्रभुपाद की जय श्री श्री गिरि गोवर्धन की जय हर ग्रेस कीर्तिदा सुंदरी माता जी की जय।